to make the change लाने के opportunity है अभी इसी वक्त begin कर सकते हैं. It can start now. And when you do that, you will experience the joy of rediscovering new ways. So information, when you give to coaches, to athletes, understand you are also under high performance directors or your management people who are giving you instructions. So we are bound to follow that. And when we do that, the inner happiness comes in. So your response, you would experience this inner happiness, and this will drive you to enhance your passion for your profession. As in the introduction, he was saying that काफी time अगर वही काम करते रहे, then you feel little bored. So but ये passion जारी रखना important होता है. So these are the inner happiness नहीं है तो फिर from where do you get the passion? So this is what you may have to do. If I'm not hurrying, let's go to the third exercise. Esteem support. 4 exercise है, इसमें third one. What are the new learning experiences? अभी lockdown पहले कभी I don't think any one of us have gone through this kind of situation. क्या हमने सीखा है? New learning experience क्या है? शायद obedience सीखा, patience सीखा, values, collectivity. A lot of things we have learned new. How did you navigate successfully through this circumstance? Like, how did we go through this? We could not escape it. Overcoming the barrier. जितना भी barriers है, बाहर नहीं जाना मुश्किल हो जाए. Our whole lifestyle had changed. Using personal resources, we still, none of us died because of this lockdown. We still navigated. So that means our own self-esteem has not been shattered totally. We learned that we have obedience, we have patience. Shayad nobody told us and we also didn't understand it, but we have learned it now. Now, reflect. Did you ever think that you had so much of potential? कभी आपने सोचा था? हम लोग ने कभी नहीं सोचा कि हमारा obedience कैसा है, हमारा patience कैसा है. Probably we didn't even think about it, or we didn't have the time to think about it. So what new skill did you identify that makes you feel more worthy? We feel more worthy now, which affects our self-esteem. Overcoming, we are able to overcome barriers. Risk-taking ability hai. We are rising to the occasion. Technical skills है, technology जैसे पहले classroom lectures होते थे, अभी technical technology, even I'm not used to all this technology, but I'm also learning in this old age, you see. So this goes on. So I feel now, okay, great. I'm on par with the young generation. So this is what you feel. So there, it helps your self-esteem. And your response, अगर आपने किया है, you can see. Challenges जब आते हैं, it is worth it. आने दो उसको. Stress is a part of everyday life. It cannot be eliminated. It can only be managed. So you have to drive and deal with it. I discovered the courage within. आपने भी discover किया होगा. The courage. You have learned new way to navigate through the barriers. You feel more worthy as an individual. That is more important now. ये बहुत important है कि हाँ, I have these qualities in me, because this is what is important for a coach. Because if you don't have that, a motivational climate cannot be brought in for the athletes. And the last one is tangible support. The help and support you extended to your athletes. Coaching support आप देते ही होंगे. Physical support, maybe you drop them, you pick them. I had some of the coaches dropping and picking me in my institute. Financial support. Chahe even if you purchased a biscuit packet for the athlete, it is still a help that you're given. Sometimes help in documentation work, planning and assessment, program, training, whatever it is. I've just given some examples. If these things you have given for your athletes, then there is an inner happiness you got when your athletes were thankful to you. Maybe they did not say a thank you to you, but the smile on their face would have told you that. Recollect, abhi socho, proud moment of your services. Definitely. ये webinar में इतना time नहीं होगा कि proud moment सोचने के, but definitely something would flash your mind. Understand आप लोग ने कितना sacrifice किया athletes के लिए, कितना effort दिया. I know there are some coaches in our Chennai Center for Sports Science who are working with Khelo India athletes. I see their effort, I see their sacrifices, and that's why I put this up here. So when you analyze and when you reflect, your response will be, it is in giving that you get the fuel to move. Very often we ask, what can Sai give us, or what can my institute give us? It's a very common thing. I also asked. I still ask. But probably we have to start asking, what can I contribute? That will give us more happiness. It will give us a new life satisfaction. You will realize that it is growing within you. आपके अंदर से ये satisfaction आता है. You will start believing in your values and philosophy of life. तो मैंने 4 एक्सरसाइज दिया है. अभी टाइम के वजह से आप अपने घर में बैठ के अपने आप, because it needs some time to think, it is a mental exercises है, छोटा mental exercises है, कर सकते हैं. So take home message here will be, engage in simple mental exercise for self support motivation. Coaches का motivation करने वाला, I don't know, very few situations होता है जहाँ पे coaches को motivate करते हैं. I don't know whether management, Sai management has started doing it now. Maybe in future the high performance directors will think on these things. So if not, they don't do it, don't worry about it. You can start doing it from within. You can dig out. Understand one thing, push yourself, because no one may do it for you. And with this, I want to thank you for the kind attention. Is there any questions or any comments? I don't get any questions over here. Commodore, can you hear me?
A lot of questions.
Lot of questions. Okay, we'll take a few. We have 20 minutes time.
Yeah, a lot of time. First question is ki, how can we make our younger players love their game?
Okay, the question is how to make younger players love their game. Now, you have to, as I said, you have to understand the science that I have given you already. The main thing is, when young players jab hote hain, can you hear me?
At times it is breaking.
Okay. Maybe the internet connection is, can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So basically when it is young children, the main key element there is about fun. So even if you're teaching them something, they need to feel that there is a bonding with the coach. They need to feel that they are enjoying the activity. They need to feel that this activity, there is a motivational climate, meaning motivational climate where there is a group bonding together. This will help you to motivate your athletes. Of course, you can have external factors of praise, making them to sit in group, tell each other about their good things. These are things which we do over here. You can have a small board put up in your sports room, जहाँ पे आप stars लगा सकते हैं, depending upon the age. High performance athletes के लिए नहीं, जो young age के लिए है. So these are so many things you can do, but basically the motivational climate has to be created by the coach. That cohesion will give you the motivational factor. Okay. What's the other question, sir?
An athlete has met with an accident and he is stressed due to external and internal factors and always getting angry and not at all listening to any coach or any of us. How should we make them to come out of this?
Okay, this is an injury-related question. Now, when it is injury-related question, you have to see whether the athlete is in the onset of injury or in the middle of rehabilitation or towards return to play. I have worked with few of the injured athletes here. Depression, anger, frustrations, these are very common. This is because they were the heroes till yesterday, And today, their athletic identity itself is compromised. Meaning, they come and tell me, they cry, they come and tell me, Ajkal coach is not looking at me, I have to sit there. You see, then we try to convince them. It's not because the coach does not like you. ये बात नहीं है कि coach has ignored you. The coach also has a job to perform. So he has to find a replacement. Now, how to work on this frustration is, in that slides which I showed you, there is an one part is the knowledge what we spoke. And even if you take the second part of my presentation, informational support. So this informational support should be given to the athlete, not at a medical level. The doctors will talk a very different language, they won't understand. In a very simple way, that say for minimum. So there will be a denial, there will be a depression, all these things they go through a lot of emotional things. So that is the way to deal with the athlete. So the understanding of this whole issue is important. Understanding of the time is important. And also understanding that just because they are out of the physical training, it doesn't matter. When the pain is reduced, they can still do mental training and feel that the vacuum is covered up. What's the third question, sir?
1 minute. Coaches generally want to listen what they want to listen. मतलब coach हमेशा वो अच्छा चीज सुनना चाहते हैं. They want to listen. They don't want to listen what the athlete is telling. There are a lot of coaches like that. So when athlete is asking कि if a coach is not ready to listen what I want to tell him, what should I do? I get emotionally distracted. So what is your answer to this?
Okay. Okay, this is where you need a psychologist help probably. See, now this is not under, it doesn't come under motivation, but it come under personality factors. Coach's personality clashing with an athlete's personality. But still, I will still answer this question. Now, when there are different type of leaderships, like it could also be like, democratic leadership, autocratic leaderships and all. So for an athlete, if the coach does not listen, I do not know if he's if the coach is with Sai, I mean the athlete is with Sai, there is no issue because Sports Authority of India has got sports psychologists in every center. They can take the help. And I have worked with some of the athletes who also said this. You probably need to have one session does not want to listen. But to all the coaches who sun rahe hain, it is good to give a hearing to the athlete. The decision anyway aap hi ka hota hai, because athletes, as I said, will deviate, they will just lose the interest and they will just move out of the whole camp or wherever you are if you don't listen. Now to athletes, I want to say, coaches, they know the best. What is best for you. So give them the chance to direct you and navigate you. So clash जाने से क्या फायदा होता है? It's neither good for you, nor for the coach, nor for the country. So I would say an amicable situation, अगर between you या neutral person के साथ नहीं होता, best is between one and one, discuss it openly. Second, go to a common person if you don't have access to psychologist. But effective तब होगा जब आप professionally qualified sports psychologist के पास जा सकते. But you have to understand your limitations, your boundaries, and coach will also understand your boundaries, because I don't know exactly how this whole issue has come. Okay?
I will like to add here कि सभी कोचेस के लिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि वो अपना एक बॉन्ड बना के रखें अपने एथलीट के साथ. कभी भी ऐसी स्थिति नहीं आनी चाहिए कि एथलीट अगर कुछ बोलना चाहे तो वो बोल नहीं सकता है. मेरा जो 30 साल का करीब एक्सपीरियंस है एज प्लेयर, एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, एज मैनेजर और एज लिटिल बिट ऑफ कोचिंग ऑल्सो, तो मेरा यही मानना है कि कभी भी कोच और उसके एथलीट के बीच में कभी भी ऐसी स्थिति नहीं आनी चाहिए कि आप एक दूसरे से अपनी बात नहीं बोल सकते हैं। और हमेशा कोच के लिए ना इम्पैथी इम्पैथी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। चाहे उस कोच ने ज़िंदगी में कुछ भी अचीव किया हो, द्रोणाचार्य अवॉर्डी हो, या उसकी टीम ने, उसके उसके एथलीट ने एशियन गेम्स में गोल्ड मेडल लिया हो, या कुछ भी किया हो, और वो मान लीजिए एक आप जैसे कोच हैं और आपने बहुत ही अच्छे ट्रेनीज हैं आपके, यू हैव ट्रेन्ड लॉट ऑफ वेरी सीनियर and very gold medal winning athletes also. But suppose young athletes or inexperienced athletes also ask you any question, you should never feel कि oh, what a silly question, what a foolish question. That kind of empathy should be there in all coaches. कोच का सबसे बड़ा मेरे ख्याल से कोच की सबसे बड़ी क्वालिटी है उसका धैर्य, और उसका उसका हर एक के साथ मिल करके काम करना। ये दिस इज व्हाट आई विल लाइक टू ऐड मैडम।
Well said.
हमेशा कोचिंग में अभी अगर आपके पास बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं तो शायद ये पॉसिबल ना हो कि आप रिलेशनशिप पर्सनली डेवलप कर लें, लेकिन अगर कोच टू स्टूडेंट रेशियो अच्छी है, 1:15, 1:10 to 1:15 है, तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आप अपने हर एक ट्रेनी के बारे का पूरा ख्याल रखें और उसकी हर बात समझें। आजकल वो बात खत्म हो गई है कि मैं जो भी कुछ कह रहा हूँ या मैं जो भी कुछ कह रही हूँ वही फाइनल है। आजकल पिछले कुछ 8-10 साल में ये बदलाव आया है कि वी हैव टू लिसन टू द ट्रेनी, एंड वी हैव टू गिव द करेक्ट, हाँ, एंड वी हैव टू कम टू देयर लेवल। हमें उनके लेवल पे आकर उनके साथ बात करनी चाहिए। दैट इज व्हाट आई विल लाइक टू ऐड। Was that okay, ma'am?
Yeah, that's fine. Good, you added up.
Okay. One question is that is hypnotherapy a good tool for someone who is very talented but freezes up in a match?
Okay, when it comes to hypnotherapy, basically I don't work in hypnotherapy part of it. I believe because sports context it's very dynamic, so I don't use hypnotherapy. There are some psychologists who use it, and maybe they would be the best people to give you a conscious level, so that athlete should be able to make the decision according to the change or the dynamic, understanding the dynamic nature of the sports. So I'm not saying hypnotherapy is bad or not to be advocated. Yes, there are people who are working on it, and in some cases work. I don't do it, so I'm not competent enough to explain to you on that. But I always work on a conscious level where the athlete himself comes out with solutions for the problem, because making an athlete independent is more important for a psychologist than making him or her dependent on me. Because when you're traveling for a high performance sports like Olympics, Asian Games, not necessarily the Sports Authority of India will clear a sports psychologist, or the same psychologist could be traveling. So athletes should be able to manage things within their own level. So maybe in some other sessions they can ask the hypnotherapy part of it. Okay.
Next question is that in a team game, if one person of the team doesn't want to practice regularly, this diverts the mind of other players also.
Yes.
So how do we deal with situations like this?
Okay, this is very common. Please understand, motivation is very infectious as coronavirus. Okay. Now, if one person in the team is not motivated enough, he can just keep, because he can keep telling all negative things. And when you hear this negative things 10 to 12 times in a day, there is something called persuasion. The other person can get slightly, influenced by this. Gradually, it can happen. And unless the other person has got a very strong personality or has a resilience for these, there is a possibility. But most of the coaches, I think, are dealing with young athletes. So if one person it's like a glass of milk, and if a fly falls into it, the whole glass gets a little, or a drop of coffee falls into it. It gradually trickles down. So this is a little dangerous part of it. If one person is not motivated, maybe that person has to be called separately, counseled separately, and maybe coaches can design some team games where they can get integrated and start thinking more into productive life. ये जो मैंने exercise आपको बताया, ये 4 exercises, mental exercise, this exercise also you can make them to do. Just change the topics according to your context. अपना context क्या है, वो देख के change करो, and make the thoughts from negative, unproductive thoughts to more productive thoughts. If ये कर सकते हैं, then you can handle the team. Otherwise, क्या होगा? There can be a collective collapse. This is something which no coach wants.
Next question is about age. At what age can we start giving motivational talks and motivational things to athletes? Is there any, should we say 14, 15, 13, what is the, what age can we say? Ma'am, you got my question?
I wouldn't, I don't think research.
I think there is some connection.
The age part. It is not about the level. What I spoke to you today, you controlled by or are the level of the athlete, because I am working whose level of thinking is.
I think we have lost the connection with Madam. I will like to answer this question that motivational talks can be started at very young age also. But yes, ma'am, you are back. We can hear you. Right.
Yes, I just want to say, so as you said, it can be starting at a very young age. It can even start, we don't have to have a very professional person coming in. You could start from even a local sports person. No age which says, yahan pe shuru karo. There is nothing of that sort. It all depends on bachche ka understanding kaisa hai. That is what is important. Would you like to add something?
Why Indian athletes getting more psychological pressure in national competition? Any solution is there?
It is not only Indian athletes. I have worked with the national athletes for 13 years. I was in Malaysia working with the national high performance athletes there. ये बात नहीं है कि सिर्फ Indians के होता है. Everyone goes through it. Like as I said, when I was working with the archery Olympic team, even I see the coach was so stressed, even in the preliminary thing. So it's stress, as I said, is a part of life. मैंने बताया था मेरा in my lecture, stress can only be managed, it cannot be eliminated. आज एक stress है, कल दूसरा stress होगा. So, and please understand, stress is not always bad. Some amount of stress is good to bring in the inner personal resources to mobilize whatever strength you have inside. It's like how we drive a car. Petrol khatam ho gaya, so reserve mein dal ke we still can go. That is exactly how it is. Now I'll give you one example. You come back from a training, bahut tired hai, thakawat hua, so you're lying down. Suddenly a snake comes and somebody screams, there is a snake. You still will get up and run. So where did the energy come from? So there is always something inside which we are not tapping. So वो tap करने के लिए exercise मैंने आज भी दिया है आपको. I hope that answers. So please understand, my dear athlete, it's not only for you. You go to Olympic level athletes. I worked with world number 1, world number 2 and all when I was there in Malaysia. And I find that they also go through stress, but different types of stress because countries medal, they are tagged with that. So junior level and senior level, got a difference also, but stress is there. Please understand, stress is there for coaches, for ministers, for management people, and also for the psychologists, because coaches do not have the time. They'll give you 10 minutes time and say, please fix this athlete and give us back. So you can understand how much of pressure we go through when we are traveling with the team. हमारा भी टेंशन होता है.
Next question is very interesting. Can punishment be used to motivate the players?
Usually, punishment is not the mode, but there are some athletes who like to take this kind of thing as a challenge. If so, you have to clearly understand wo athlete ka personality kaisa hai, and then you have to understand. For example, अगर सोचो कि आपके पास 3 ग्लास है, 1 ग्लास इज ग्लास का, कांच का, दूसरा है प्लास्टिक का, तीसरा है स्टील का. You take a stick and you hit the कांच वाला, the glass, it will break. प्लास्टिक वाला में जैसे हमारा बिस्लरी बॉटल होता है, थोड़ा सा शेप चेंज करता है, but after some time will come back. But you try to hit the metal glass, it will give back a sound to you. Nothing happens to the glass. Personality भी ऐसा ही है. You know, there are people who are like glass, like plastic, like the tough ones. So punishment mode may not be desirable, but it again depends upon, but don't go for too cruel punishment. It's more important that you work on a constructive pathway so that the athlete feels more confident about it. So I wouldn't say punishment is the best way, but 1 or 2 cases perhaps it may work. We don't know that, but not many athletes have told me about this, that punishment ki wajah se. But there are athletes who have told me that my anger is the one which gets me there. There are athletes who have said that. So it works differently for different individual differences.
That's correct.
That's
now,
it.
there is one or two more questions.
Okay, no problem.
The question is whether from fight mode to flight mode during a match, when the coach is saying that I know that my trainee is better than the opponent, but switching on from fight to flight mode, how can you help that kind of an athlete?
There is one thing, you know, let's look at it from a confidence level. When we talk about confidence, एक होता है global confidence, where on a normal day, coach को लगता है कि my athlete is more strong than the opponent. He can really fight and go from there. But एक होता है situational confidence. वो context में, in the game situation में, the same athlete can collapse. This is what happens from fight to flight part of it. So even if the athlete is very confident on a normal day, his global confidence will be intact, but his situational confidence may have been shattered. His arousals would have gone up, then his behaviors would have changed. There would be digression from the motor skill. He may not even remember what coach told him. So I would tell the coaches, अगर आपका ऐसा है, don't try to correct the technique. Technique गलत नहीं हो सकता जो 4 साल आपने उनको सिखाया. वो arousal control पहले करो, then give the instructions. That goes into the mind of the athlete. That is what it is about. Situational self-confidence. What will be the next question?
Okay, I think I'll ask the last two questions. I'm dealing, a coach is asking कि I am dealing with children from slums, ages from 7 to 15 years. Some of them have huge potential, but their surroundings.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Can you hear?
Could you please repeat it because the audio wasn't clear.
Okay. I am dealing with children from slums, age 7 to 15 years. Some of them have huge potential, but their surroundings, school or parents provide no motivation. How do I ignite their passion?
Okay, here again, now you have to understand their social factors, from where they're coming, what is the context from they're coming. So if you try to talk to them, big motivation, kuch nahi it won't work. You have to first, if they're young children, the first thing is a fun element hona chahiye. So if you are teaching, say for example, a volleyball skill सिखाने के बाद, when they come for training, you add some other game which will keep them motivated. Slowly and gradually only you can bring them. Maybe their parents nahi motivate nahi kar sakte because they are from slums, economic reasons ho sakte hai, social reasons ho sakte hai. We won't be able to control all that. They are beyond control factors. What is within your control is how to bring in a motivational climate which is positive to keep them so that they will develop the passion for that particular sport. Over a period, they will know, they will get motivated, they will get more interest, and they'll get motivated themselves. That's what you can do.
Let me see. The last question which I would like to ask is,
okay,
motivational difference between younger athletes and senior athletes, and what to strengthen the self-determination in younger players vis-a-vis the older players when they are in same hostel or same surroundings.
You see, this is where the theoretical part, जो science मैंने आपको आप बता दिया. So when you come to high performance athletes, they have already gone through a lot of hard work, effort, and they have, उन लोगों ने अपने आप एक pattern they would have built up. They have the inbuilt stabilizer जैसे inbuilt system to motivate themselves because they do it out of free will. Youngsters, probably some of them at least, are controlled from outside or regulated from coaches or the system itself. So even if they are in the same hostel, the hostel warden, or they are not going to be the motivational people. The coaches are the ones who are going to do it. So it go back to the same question of how can you bring in the interest? How can you look at, see, for example, if you have a high performance athlete and you're going to bring fun element into it, it's not going to work. A high performance athlete would look at his aspirations and coach's aspiration, are they in tandem? But if you talk like this to a young athlete, it will make no sense. So you have to understand the age, the level in which they are, or athlete का understanding क्या है, इस ये पूरा context पता करने के बाद ही you can do this motivational part of it. To develop this self-determination, मैंने आपको steps भी बता दिया ना, knowledge, how to set the goal, how to inculcate interest, how to make meaningful your training, and how then it becomes, the training becomes purposeful. Then you have the free will. मैंने मेरे presentations में वो steps दिखाए हैं. So maybe when you go through it, you will know how exactly it has to be done. It works differently for young and high performance athletes.
I would like to add here कि भी एक question पूछा है कि हमारे साई सेंटर्स में स्पेसिफिकली ये चीज़ बहुत होती है कि वहाँ पे जूनियर एथलीट्स भी हैं और बहुत ही सीनियर और बहुत ही यू नो आपको एक तरफ सुशील कुमार भी दिखेंगे जो प्रैक्टिस
हम्म,
करते हैं, और वहीं पे उसी हॉल में शायद दूसरी तरफ एक बहुत ही यंग एथलीट भी होगा जो कि प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है। लेकिन मैंने हमेशा ये देखा है कि जो सीनियर एथलीट्स हैं, जो वो ज़्यादातर जो यंग एथलीट्स हैं उनको अपने अपनी अच्छी चीज़ें बताते हैं, और कोचेस फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम उनको एज मॉडल्स यूज करते हैं पेप टॉक देने में, और वो अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में कैसे वो उस जिस स्थिति में वो यंग एथलीट है, और जब वो उस स्थिति में थे वो कैसे उससे निकल के ऊपर तक आए, हाउ दे हैव डेवलप्ड थ्रू देयर लाइफ। और ये कोचेस के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि अगर अगर if there is any senior athlete who is an intimidating athlete, तो उसको बात करके उसको कन्वर्ट करे, उसको मोटिवेट, उस एथलीट को मोटिवेट करके उसको कन्वर्ट करे कि वो जो है कि एक मॉडल एथलीट बने, और अपने सब यंग जूनियर्स को और यंगस्टर्स को अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस बताए। मैं कुछ दिन पहले गांधीनगर में था, और गांधीनगर के नेशनल सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस में था। वहाँ पर पीकेएल के प्रो कबड्डी लीग के बहुत ही टॉप प्लेयर्स 3 या 4 वहाँ पे थे उस वक्त। नरवाल नरवाल हैं एक, वो थे वहाँ पे, और वो रोज बच्चों के साथ उनके जो मतलब मिट्टी वाले जो जो कोर्ट्स होते हैं उनमें रोज बच्चों के साथ कबड्डी खुद खेलते थे, जिससे कि उनको मोटिवेट करें और उनको अपने स्पेशल तरीके बताएं। तो ऐसे एथलीट्स हर जगह हैं, बहुत कम ही एथलीट्स ऐसे मिलेंगे जो कि अपने जूनियर्स को इंटिमिडेट करें या उनको कुछ और करें। दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड।
thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that
Madam, with this,
addition.
I would like to end today's session. Thank you very much for a very nice session. And I would only request you to share the slides with me so that we can put them up on the SAI website, and all participants can download from there. And thank you so much for a nice
Thank
lecture.
you very much for the kind attention and the good interactive sessions.
Thank you. Now I will just speak to the attendees a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you. Attendees, मैंने आप जितने लोग भी अटेंड कर रहे हैं, मैंने आपको बताया कि रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए एक लिंक है। उसमें बहुत सारे प्रश्न आ रहे हैं कि मैं साई का कोच नहीं हूँ, या मैं कोच नहीं हूँ, मैं न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट हूँ, या मैं कुछ और कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ। तो हमको सिर्फ आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन चाहिए ये जानने के लिए कि कौन कौन हमारे इस कोचिंग प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ जुड़ रहा है। हमें इसमें और कोई तो मैं चाहूँगा कि सभी लोग everybody should register on the link which we have provided, and whatever you can answer, please answer. If you cannot answer something, just say no and fill it up. And don't worry, whatever you want to say, you can say in the comment section. Thank you so much. Abhi, we will meet tomorrow with a new speaker. Till then, goodbye. Namaskar.